I cannot believe I found all of this for $37 at my local thrift stores to resell online for a profit. I'm so excited to share these items that I got with you guys today. It isn't any designer items, but if you're new to my channel, I'm Samantha and I go by Thrifty on a Dime on all my social medias, and I basically resell things online as well as in person for a profit. So be sure you do hit that subscribe as well as bell icon to be alerted whenever I put out new content. So again, like I mentioned, today is going to be just a haul video from two of my local thrift stores. And it's funny because I only spent 1 hour at one, paid $24, and then I spent 15 minutes at the second one and spent $12. So I'm excited to share what I got. And again, it isn't designer items, and my cats are messing with stuff. It isn't designer items, so these are going to be more so bread and butter, but higher dollar bread and butters, as well as a lot of it I'm going to be taking directly to Plato's and Style Encore because I got it cheap enough that I can flip it for a profit there. So whenever I go to resell shop at Plato's or Style Encore, I typically bring bags of clothing that I have set aside, knowing I'm going to be able to make more and faster than I would online. So it's stuff like American Eagle, which some American Eagle does well. Like jeans, I have been selling like hotcakes, but more like the tops and stuff or the sweaters, I would just take directly to them just because it sells quicker. And it's not as high dollar item for me to be listing online. So let me go ahead and start sharing what I got and the potential profit that I can make. Thank you guys. Okay, I'm going to share what I got at Goodwill just because this is a store I only spent 15 minutes at. And I did plan to spend longer, but as soon as I walked in, I noticed the cashier was this one guy that I just despise as a cashier. Not as a person, as a cashier, simply because of how they ring people up and how he literally folds each item and has to check it over for the caller, even though I have lined them all up the same. But every other clerk does it much faster. So anyways, I knew it was going to take forever, so I didn't want to spend forever in this store. And it's funny because I only spent 5 minutes shopping, 10 minutes waiting at the checkout. And the lady that was second in line was still at the checkout when I started in the back of the line. I was like, okay, Sam, just breathe. It's okay. But anyways, and I know you guys are probably going to criticize me and like, oh, it's their job, blah, blah, blah. Okay, yes, it's their job, but there is more efficient ways to be. And this guy has worked there so long, everyone complains, everyone. But anyways, let me go ahead and share with you guys what I found. I was going to pass and just leave these just because I really didn't want to have to wait around on the checkout, but I did anyways. This is a vintage Sonic starter. It's got the NBA patch. It's got the Sonic embroidery. This is an awesome find, honestly. I mean, it does have some wear, but it is wear that I could probably soak it in some white vinegar and wash it, and it will come out. And I may just list it as is. We'll see, but I will try to insert some comps in the pictures below because I really don't know. I'm assuming that'll probably be about a $30 to $40 flip just because of the brand. But due to being vintage and having those patches, it may actually get me about 50 to 60. So I will try to insert a clip. Next is this awesome vintage Wrangler snap button Sherpa lined thick jacket. Sorry about that, guys. My earpod got disconnected. But yeah, this is a vintage Sherpa lined Wrangler jean jacket. I really think it's going to do well. I mean, it's in extremely like new condition, and it's such a cute jacket, and it is winter, so I'll insert a clip because I'm honestly not sure again, but I have been doing very well on vintage jackets over on eBay as well as Mercari. Okay, now on to the second thrift store. Now this one had really good prices. Theirs are like $1 for tops. I think $2 for jeans, $3 for dresses and jackets and stuff. So it's pretty straightforward. The purses were $1. This is the sack, and it's kind of like a bucket drawstring bag. Now, I typically wouldn't pick up this kind of material, like the woven straw. It's not really straw, but it's kind of like a rope material. But again, it is the sack, and the hobo bags are kind of in. And if you're not sure what hobo is, it basically is where they tie like that, and it's kind of like a bucket bag versus a handbag. So I think this is going to be an easy $15 to $20 flip, and I only paid $1. Now this one I was excited to find because this is a heavy duty real leather vintage purse. I just love the detail of it. And now that I'm looking at it, it looks like just a couple of these popped off, but those can easily be fixed. Yeah, so it's just beautiful, and it's a hard leather. It's in really good condition minus these being popped off. I really think it'll be able to get me $20 to $30, but we shall see. And again, I've been listing a lot of vintage over on Etsy. I list it on Etsy, some on Poshmark. It just really depends what the style of it is. And this really pretty, just vintage leather handbag. And there was no brand on that one, but leather, I will definitely pick it up. I've been doing really well with these seasonal embroidered sweaters. I just haven't been pricing them high so that they sell quicker, but this one is super cute and in really good condition. The only thing about these is the fact that they have beads instead of just embroidery. You have to really check over to make sure it's not missing any beads, because that can really take down the price of how much you're gonna get for it. This will be an easy $20 flip, maybe more, but I'm just being modest. So I've really been hitting hard on vintage, just like cute, oversized vintage stuff. Now this is a men's, but I may market it as a women's just because that is kind of in like the boho baggy mom look. And this is kind of like a towel material, but it's really cute. So this is gonna be an easy $20 to $25 flip. I've been trying to take pictures wearing the vintage also. I do find that helps sometimes because the vintage does fit differently. This is an example of something I got for $1, and I will flip it at Plato's in Style for $3.50. And again, the same. And that was just a Maurice's chambray top. This is a Love Tree. Paid $1. I'll flip it for $3.50. And this is just an Avia sweater, and again, I paid $1, and I will be getting $3.50 to $4, depending if they list it as athleisure or if they list it as a sweater. Then you have this cute Maurice's sweater, picked up for $1, again $3.50 probably at Style. I always start at Style too because they give you the most money for your items over Plato's. This is just an old navy piece. I wouldn't have picked it up because it's cream, but honestly, it's pretty much new. And again, $1 into $3.50 at Plato's in Style. I found quite a bit of stuff to flip directly there. Another Maurice's top to flip there. Now this one is for me. It's not real leather, I don't think, because I thought it was suede. But no. It's not. It's a polyester. But look at the print. Like, it's a cute fall print, and the orange, the burnt orange. And it's actually embroidered instead of just like a decal. And it's really cute. And I don't know the brand. It's Robert Kitchen Canada. So I will look it up. But that'll be an easy $20 flip, unless when I do comps, the designer of that piece does better. All right, this is just a vintage Levi's piece. I will probably sell this one myself. Typically, I would send it to Plato's Style Encore just because of the style, but being Levi's, and it is more of a kind of vintage look. I don't think it is vintage. I'll have to look it up. It might be just because of the tag. I'll have to see, but that'll be an easy $20 flip. I do really good on Levi's stuff. All right, this one I was excited to find because it looked like it was in amazing condition. And then when I got out to the checkout, I noticed that the bottoms have some wear, but I should be able to put some leather stain or something on that to make it look a little better. And it is a fossil. I forgot to tell you guys that. It is fossil. I would have passed at the checkout if it wasn't a fossil, but I can easily fix that and either list it as is or just sell it directly to to Style Encore, and I could easily get a $5 bill, maybe more because they do price their fossil up there. So I have been trying to venture out into other areas than I am used to, and this is a men's blazer. The comps looked pretty good. It is a Nautica. So I decided to pick it up at $3. I'm gonna easily get a $20 or more out of that. And then this like corduroy Land's End men's blazer. It's in amazing condition. Again, I only paid $3 for it, and that's going to be easily $20 to $30 also. I like to pick up sports bras and bras if they're in really good condition. And as you see, there's no peeling. And if you look inside, any of the actual sticker labels, I make sure there's no peeling to those either. This will go to Plato's in Style Encore and be an easy, I paid $1, so I'll be able to get at least $3 out of this. And this is another Style in Plato's piece. It's just, I believe, oh, it's just a Fila. But they do their athleisure. I should get about $3 out of that. Oh, I was excited to find these vintage just windbreaker pants. And they are called Hot Dogger. They're an extra small windbreaker pant, like I said, the cuffed ankle. Paid $1. I can definitely expect to get 15 to 20 probably out of those. And all of this stuff is stuff that I think will sell fairly quickly, even though it is lower dollar, which is why I picked it up, because it is kind of on trend. A lot of it will be getting listed on eBay. For example, this one, it is a jacket, a leather jacket, but it's also a sweater, and it's a vintage piece. I paid $1 because they put it under sweaters, and I could easily get $20 to $30 out of it, I think. And then these cute heels. These are just Dirty Laundry leather booties. I thought they priced them at $10, and I was like, does that mean $10? They're like, no, our shoes are $2. So at $2, I picked them up because I can sell them directly to Plato's or Style and get at least 4 out of them. But I will be listing these myself, and I'm going to guarantee I can get 20 to 30 out of them. So that's everything that I got. I got at least 10 items to add to my Plato's and Style stack. And then I have quite a few items that I get to list myself. So my goal is to list at least 10 items a day, but I haven't been staying very faithful. Just because I have had a cold, so that's why there was new content last week, but I definitely plan to be more consistent with you guys since I am feeling better. So thank you as always for watching. If you have any questions, please drop that in the comments below. And if you haven't, subscribe and hit that little bell. Thank you guys so much for watching.